Welcome back to Fossil Fact Friday. In this series, I get real nerdy about cool prehistoric creatures while you watch me draw some. I love dinosaurs and other prehistoric beasts, and I love chatting about them, so let's get right into it. Thanks to polls that I put up on both my Patreon and my Instagram, today we'll be talking about Zuul. No, not that Zuul. This one. So what's this dinosaur all about, and why does it have the coolest name ever? Well, Zuul was an ankylosaurid dinosaur that was related to, Ankylosaurus, which most of us are familiar with, and much like its larger cousin, it was covered in bony armor. Zuul is a rather recent discovery, having been found in 2014 in the Judith River Formation in Montana. The fossil was actually found completely by accident. While researchers were working on uncovering an entirely different fossil, a skid loader unexpectedly bumped into an ankylosaurian tail club fossil. As researchers excavated further, they found an absolutely pristine, almost complete fossilized dinosaur that was overturned facing belly up. The specimen is, at the time of this recording, the most complete ankylosaurid fossil to be found in North America. The company that discovered the fossil nicknamed it Sherman, and soon after, the specimen was acquired by the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto. In 2017, doctors David Evans and Victoria Arbour gave the dinosaur its scientific name, Zuul crarivastator. Zuul was indeed named after the demigod demon Zuul from the 1984 movie Ghostbusters, due to its resemblance to this creepy creature, and its specific name, crarivastator, translates roughly to destroyer of shins. So yeah, this dinosaur's name is Zuul, destroyer of shins. It's a pretty fitting name for a dinosaur that has a literal bone club for a tail, don't you think? Since Zuul has such a fun and interesting name, I decided to have a bit of fun with this drawing and drew a Gorgosaurus in the background that clearly recently had an encounter with Zuul that didn't end so well. Zuul and other ankylosaurid dinosaurs like it would very likely have used their big bony club tails as defense against predatory dinosaurs, and it so happens that Gorgosaurus is the dinosaur species that researchers were busy excavating when they accidentally stumbled upon Zuul's fossilized remains. Zuul and Gorgosaurus both lived in the late Cretaceous period in what is now Western North America. Zuul would have been around 6 meters long and weighed around 2.5 tons. Much like others in the ankylosaur family, Zuul was short and stout. It had a wide body, walked on 4 legs, and was covered in bony plates, horns, and other ornamentation. As mentioned previously, it also had a huge bony club on its tail, which was likely a primary means of defense, as well as a likely method of display and competing for mates. Its armor would have also helped it to be protected from predators, who would likely have had to get to its underbelly in order to do any sort of serious damage. Like other ankylosaurids, Zuul had a toothless beak and leaf-shaped teeth in its cheeks meant for chewing, and ate a vegetarian diet which likely consisted mostly of ferns, shrubs, and other low-lying plants that would be in easy reach. It's likely that Zuul was pretty slow-moving as well, given its weight and its body shape. The bony armor all over Zuul and other ankylosaurids like it are called osteoderms. They're actually part of the skin and usually rot away when the animal dies, as opposed to fossilizing like bones do. Zuul was so well preserved that many of its osteoderms were in pristine condition, showing a pretty clear picture of what this dinosaur likely looked like in real life. The patterns of bony plating and armor actually differ amongst different ankylosaurid species, so researchers can usually tell species apart based on unique patterns of osteoderms. All in all, I think Zuul is a really cool dinosaur. Its more recent discovery is really exciting for the field of paleontology, and the fact that it was able to be given such a fun, geeky name is really cool as well. I had a lot of fun making this piece, and it was a bit more involved than my previous 2 Fossil Friday pieces. It's a challenge to recreate a feasible late Cretaceous environment. I'm not very good at it yet, but I did my best with a nice simple scene. I do feel bad for that poor Gorgosaurus and its shin, and I hope it healed up to hunt another day. If you want to have a say in my future Fossil Fact Friday videos, be sure to check out my Patreon. Amongst other exclusives and free stuff, patrons at every tier get to vote periodically on future video topics, including Fossil Fact Friday videos. Check it out in my channel header or in the description below. As always, I welcome suggestions for future videos and invite you to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a future video. Thanks so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!